Good to get a win. I thought we did a really good job of trying to force feed the ball into the post to Gavin to open up the game. And I thought we did a good job not just getting the ball in the post to Gavin, but also to Rockwez and Colin. I think both of those guys have some ability to score down there. We just got to do a better job of getting it to them. And it's twofold. They have to post harder, but also our guards have to look in there more. I think the thing that I'm still really concerned about is I thought Mississippi Valley State, their field goal percentage was just way too high. I believe they shot 45% in the first half from the field, and then the second half they shot 50% from the field. And we got to do a better job defensively. They have some quick little water bugs that are hard to stay in front of, but I didn't think we pressured them. I thought we played off of them, and they still were getting by us. So we got to do a better job of guarding the basketball. And we put ourselves in a bind because we have to help so much. So there's an old term called guard your yard, which means you have to be able to guard your own man without help all the time. Right now, we rely on help way too much in order to guard instead of just one person guarding his own man. So, but obviously a good win for us. I thought we did really well on the offensive end. We just got to kind of tighten up the screws on the defensive end.
Rick, your thoughts on Javante and Jacoby kind of running the show on both ends of the floor? Your thoughts on how they did?
Well, I think anybody that looks at Javante Bloodman right now and then what Javante Bloodman was last year can see that he's developed. And I think as a basketball coach and as a fan that you want to see your individual players on that team developing. And Javante Bloodman is light years ahead from where he was last year. So I think he's doing a much better job of taking care of the basketball and seeing the open people. And I think it's good because I think Javante and Jacoby are so different. Jacoby is a guy you can see who's an outside threat from the perimeter, can really shoot the basketball, so he'll get his drives off of people closing out to him to take away his shot, whereas Javante is more of a guy who can do some things off the bounce, so I think it's a good change-up. But at the end of the day, you want your point guards taking care of the basketball and running the team.
Talk about Gavin tonight. He kind of started right from the start, getting him the ball.
Yeah, we ran a set play on the opening play to get him the ball inside, and our guys did a good job executing it. But more so than anything, Gavin did a great job of posting. But I think the other two teams that we had played so much zone, and the zone is to take away your inside looks, and so that kind of limited Gavin as far as his touches and his ability to get the ball inside. But Mississippi Valley State played mostly man-to-man, and so we were able to force feed the ball into the post here. But Gavin did do a good job of posting and also finished inside, too.
Gavin just seems way more capable. You know, he's lost like 30 pounds, just nimble around the basket, and able to play a whole game. I mean, do you notice that from him?
Oh, yeah. We noticed it because he was 298 pounds. That's really good if you want to play offensive line or defensive line for Dan Mullen, but it's not so good if you want to play basketball. So I think I told him, if you want to be a good player, you have to reduce your weight. There's nothing that we can do for you until you reduce your weight. So that becomes an onus on him. I mean, we can teach him all the post moves and all that stuff, but he can't run up and down the court, then he can't be an effective basketball player. And to Gavin's credit, Gavin did it. I mean, we can talk about what you need to do all the time, but we can't watch him 24 hours a day, and he really did control his diet and did some extra things. He comes in on Saturdays and Sundays and gets on the treadmill with Coach Akins, and if he has a bad night at the Waffle House, he runs it off there next morning. So he's done a really good job with that.
Is he about where you want weight-wise?
Yes, we want him to stay somewhere between 260 and 265 pounds, and he's right now at 262. He fluctuates between 262 and 263, so we just want to make sure we keep him at that weight.
What did you think of Jacoby's first meaningful action, those minutes he got tonight?
I thought he did a good job. I think the one thing that Jacoby can do is he can shoot the basketball, and when he's open, he's a threat. Now, the thing he's got to make sure he does a better job of is defensively. He's got to do a better job of picking up the other team's point guard and keeping him under control. I thought the opposing team's point guard got on the move and hurt us way too much on the defensive end. But he hasn't been out there before. This is his second game ever playing college basketball. And really, if you want to include the first game, we played 1+ minute. I just think we need to make sure we're getting him prepared to play major minutes because Javante may get in foul trouble, and you need to have Jacoby out there confident and ready to play.